The warehouse bustles with activity, rolls of leather stretching as far as the eye can see. The rich aroma of tan hides fills the air, mingling with the anticipation of creation. This is where the journey of a cowboy boot begins, and the selection of leather is paramount. Our expert bootmaker moves through the space, his trained eyes and hands working in tandem. He's not just looking at the leather, he's feeling it, assessing its character and potential. The process is reminiscent of a sommelier selecting the perfect wine. Each hide has its own unique qualities that will influence the final product. Calfskin is often the preferred choice, prized for its tight grain structure and supple feel. The artisan scrutinizes each hide, searching for the perfect balance of durability and flexibility. He holds pieces up to the light, examining them from various angles. Any flaws, scratches, insect bites, or uneven coloration could compromise the quality of the finished boot. Different parts of the hide are destined for specific areas of the boot. The strongest, most uniform section, known as the bend, is typically reserved for the vamp, the front part that covers the toes and instep. This area needs to withstand significant stress and maintain its shape over time. The sides of the hide, slightly less premium but still high quality, are perfect for the boot's shaft, requiring flexibility for comfort. The importance of this selection process can't be overstated. A well-chosen hide will age beautifully, developing a rich patina over time. It will mold to the wearer's foot without losing its structure. For example, a boot made from inferior leather might crack or lose its shape after a few months of wear, while a boot crafted from carefully selected leather can last for years, becoming more comfortable with each use. As our bootmaker selects a promising piece of calfskin, there's a sense of excitement. This humble sheet of leather is about to undergo a remarkable transformation. It will be cut, shaped, stretched, and stitched. It will face the heat of industrial ovens and the pressure of heavy machinery. But if all goes well, it will emerge as part of a stunning pair of cowboy boots, ready for whatever adventures await. The leather selection process is the foundation of a great boot. It's where craftsmanship meets raw material, where potential becomes reality. As we move forward in our journey through the bootmaking process, we'll see how this carefully chosen leather is transformed into a true work of art. Our chosen piece of calfskin is about to face its first real challenge, the cutting room. This is where the transformation from flat hide to three-dimensional boot truly begins. The process of turning a simple sheet of leather into the complex shape of a cowboy boot requires precision, planning, and artistry. In the cutting room, the air fills with the rhythmic sounds of blades slicing through leather and machinery humming. The bootmaker approaches the calfskin laid out on a large table, armed with an array of tools that have evolved significantly. While traditional knives are still used, many modern bootmakers now employ computer-aided designs and laser cutters for pinpoint accuracy. The bootmaker begins by examining the leather for imperfections or thickness variations. Understanding these unique characteristics is crucial for achieving the best results. With patterns in place, either physical templates or digital designs, the cutting begins. The bootmaker uses a clicking knife, allowing for precise, clean cuts as it glides through the leather. Each cut is made with deliberate care, tracing the outlines of various boot components: the vamp for the front, the counter for the heel, and the shaft that will extend up the leg. One wrong move could ruin the entire hide, wasting valuable material and time. This is where experience truly shines, as years of practice have honed the ability to apply just the right pressure and navigate the natural grain of the leather. As the leather is cut, a surprising number of pieces begin to accumulate. A typical pair of cowboy boots consists of 10 to 15 individual components, with some intricate designs having even more. The cutting process is also an exercise in efficiency, with bootmakers carefully planning the layout to minimize waste, like a real-life game of Tetris. As the final pieces are cut, our once flat calfskin has been transformed into a collection of shapes hinting at the boot to come. The vamp with its distinctive pointed toe, the shaft pieces that will wrap around the leg, and the insole that will cushion each step are all there, waiting to be assembled. But these freshly cut pieces are still far from a finished boot. They lack the personality and character that make each pair of cowboy boots unique. That's where the next stage comes in: decoration. However, an unexpected challenge awaits, one that will test the bootmaker's skill and creativity in ways they never anticipated. Picture an intricate boot design featuring a soaring eagle, its wings stretching across the shaft, talons gripping a serpent that coils around the foot. This stunning imagery comes to life through the skilled hands of bootmakers during the decoration process, where simple leather pieces become iconic wearable art. The decoration stage is a delicate dance of aesthetics and functionality. Bootmakers must balance visual appeal with how designs will affect the boot's structural integrity. This approach blends artistry and engineering, adding complexity to the craft. In custom shops, the process often begins with paper patterns or stencils. Designs are outlined with small holes, then transferred to the leather using a special marking agent. This creates a guide for artisans to follow, ensuring accuracy. Modern factories use computerized sewing machines to replicate complex patterns with precision, but many artisans prefer the hands-on approach for its flexibility and personal touch. Embroidery is a common decoration technique. Skilled operators guide leather under specialized machines, creating raised designs that add texture and catch the light. Inlays and overlays involve cutting shapes from contrasting leather pieces and setting them into or layering them on the boot's surface. This adds visual interest and can reinforce key stress points, enhancing durability. Leather tooling creates three-dimensional effects. Artisans use specialized hand tools to press designs into dampened leather, adding depth and shadow. This technique is particularly effective for detailed floral patterns or geometric designs. The choice of leather significantly impacts decoration. Smooth calfskin is ideal for detailed embroidery and fine tooling, while exotic leathers like ostrich or alligator present unique challenges. Bootmakers must plan carefully to incorporate distinctive features like ostrich skin bumps into their overall designs. As decoration progresses, the leather pieces take on personality. Intricate patterns, contrasting textures, and eye-catching designs emerge. Beyond aesthetics, these additions can strengthen the boot. Embroidery threads create a tight network that helps maintain shape over time, while inlays and overlays reinforce stress points. Throughout the process, bootmakers must anticipate how the leather will be stretched and shaped in later stages. This ensures designs will look correct once the boot is fully assembled, requiring a deep understanding of leather behavior under various conditions. The result is a set of uniquely decorated leather pieces transformed from simple material into works of art. These pieces are now ready to be shaped into finished boots that will stand out and stand the test of time, blending form and function in a true testament to the bootmaker's skill. How does a flat piece of leather transform into a beautifully shaped cowboy boot? The process is a testament to the skill and precision of expert bootmakers. Let's explore the intricate steps that bring these iconic pieces of footwear to life. The journey begins with lasting, a crucial step that sets the foundation for the entire boot. Bootmakers start by soaking the leather to increase its pliability, allowing it to stretch without tearing. They then carefully pull the dampened leather over a foot-shaped form called a last. This process requires a delicate balance of strength and finesse. Too much force could distort the decorative elements, while too little might result in an ill-fitting boot. As the leather is stretched over the last, bootmakers secure it in place using tacks or small nails. This step is critical for maintaining the boot's shape throughout assembly. The leather is left to dry on the last, gradually conforming to its contours and creating the basis for a comfortable fit. Next comes the attachment of the insole, forming the foundation of the boot. This step is crucial for the overall structure and comfort. A metal shank is then inserted between the insole and outsole, providing essential arch support and stability. It's a hidden element that plays a vital role in the boot's longevity. The process of attaching the outsole showcases traditional craftsmanship. Some bootmakers still use wooden pegs, driving them through the outsole and into the insole. This method, while time-consuming, allows for easier repairs and resoling, extending the boot's life significantly. Throughout assembly, bootmakers must balance working with leather in various states of dampness. Wet leather is easier to shape but prone to overstretching, while dry leather holds its shape better but resists molding. This delicate balance requires constant attention and adjustment. The most critical part of assembly is joining the upper to the sole, often using a technique called Goodyear welting. A strip of leather, the welt, is stitched to the upper and insole, creating a strong, water-resistant seam. The outsole is then attached to this welt, resulting in a durable and repairable boot. The assembly process can vary significantly between handmade and machine-made boots. Handcrafted boots might require 40 to 80 hours of labor, with artisans overseeing every step. Machine-made boots, while produced more quickly, still require human oversight to ensure quality. These different methods can affect the final product's durability, repairability, and overall character. As our boot takes shape, we see how each step builds upon the last, creating a product that's far more than the sum of its parts. The decorated leather we started with has been transformed into a functional piece of footwear that's also a work of art. The heel and sole of a cowboy boot are the unsung heroes that define its character and functionality. These elements transform a simple leather creation into a piece of footwear that tells a story of tradition, style, and practicality. Cowboy boot heels have a rich history rooted in function. The high-angled design originated to prevent a rider's foot from slipping through the stirrup. Today, bootmakers offer various heel styles, each with its own appeal. Stacked leather heels provide a classic look and natural feel, while rubber heels offer enhanced durability and shock absorption. Some artisans even craft wooden heels for a unique, rustic aesthetic. Attaching the heel requires precision and strength. The bootmaker carefully aligns the heel with the boot's shape and angle, securing it with a combination of nails and strong adhesive. This dual approach ensures the heel can withstand the constant impact of walking and riding. The choice of heel material and height significantly affect the boot's comfort and durability. A well-constructed heel distributes the wearer's weight evenly, reducing strain on the foot and leg. It's a delicate balance between style and function that expert bootmakers have refined over generations. The sole is where the boot truly meets the road. Traditional cowboy boots feature leather soles, prized for their natural feel and ability to mold to the wearer's foot. Modern boots often incorporate rubber or hybrid materials to enhance traction and longevity. Many high-quality cowboy boots use Goodyear welting to attach the sole. This technique involves stitching a strip of leather, called the welt, to the upper and insole. The outsole is then attached to this welt, creating a strong, water-resistant seal. This method not only enhances durability, but also allows for future resoling, extending the boot's life. As the boot enters the finishing stages, specialized tools like sanding machines and polishing brushes come into play, each designed to achieve a specific finish or texture. The finishing touches bring out the boot's true character. Expert craftsmen apply multiple layers of dye or wax, carefully buffing between each application to create a rich, lustrous finish. This process not only enhances the leather's natural beauty, but also provides essential protection against wear and elements. From the initial leather selection to these final flourishes, each step contributes to creating a unique piece of footwear. The combination of traditional techniques and modern materials results in a boot that's beautiful, durable, and steeped in history. Did you know that nearly 30% of handcrafted cowboy boots fail their initial quality inspection? This surprising statistic underscores the rigorous standards applied in the final stage of boot production. As our boot emerges from assembly, it enters a world of intense scrutiny that separates true masterpieces from mere footwear. Skilled inspectors begin their meticulous examination, checking every stitch, seam, and surface. They count stitches per inch, a critical factor in determining durability and craftsmanship. Higher stitch counts generally indicate better strength and longevity. The symmetry of the pair is carefully assessed, ensuring a comfortable and balanced fit. The leather undergoes close inspection for any signs of weakness or irregularity. Inspectors check for consistent coloration and texture, identifying any blemishes that might have been missed earlier. They also slip their hands inside the boots, feeling for rough spots or irregularities that could cause discomfort. Modern boot manufacturing incorporates advanced testing techniques. Stress tests simulate years of wear and tear in just hours. Water resistance tests ensure protection in various conditions. For high-end boots using the Goodyear welted system, special attention is paid to the welt's attachment and its ability to provide a watertight seal. For custom boot makers, the stakes are even higher. When crafting a pair of boots that can cost upwards of $3,000 and take up to 40 hours to produce, perfection is not just a goal, it's a necessity. These artisans often work directly with their clients, ensuring that every aspect of the boot meets their specific needs and preferences. The final inspection for these bespoke creations is sometimes conducted with the customer present, adding an extra layer of pressure to an already intense process. Only after passing all these tests and meeting every standard is a boot deemed ready for sale. This process combines traditional craftsmanship with modern quality control techniques, resulting in footwear that's not just fashionable, but built to last. It's this commitment to quality that justifies the high prices of some cowboy boots, offering the assurance that every pair has emerged from a gauntlet of meticulous quality control measures. As we conclude our journey through the bootmaking process, we understand why some cowboy boots command such high prices. It's not just the quality of materials or the complexity of the design. It's the assurance that every pair has passed through a rigorous inspection process, emerging as a true work of art. Our meticulously crafted cowboy boot has passed inspection, but its journey is far from over. The transformation from raw leather to polished footwear is just the beginning. Now this boot faces its final challenge, finding the perfect pair of feet to call home. The path from workshop to wearer varies widely depending on the boot's origin and intended market. Mass-produced cowboy boots often travel through complex distribution networks, while custom-made boots embark on a more personal journey. Artisan bootmakers work directly with clients, creating a one-on-one relationship that goes beyond simple commerce. At shops like Texas Traditions, customers become part of the creative process, selecting leather types, toe shapes, and intricate design elements that shape the boot's character. This customization process reflects the evolving role of cowboy boots in fashion and culture. Once primarily functional workwear, these iconic boots have become versatile fashion statements. The late 20th century saw a surge in popularity, driven by country music's crossover appeal and Hollywood's romanticization of Western culture. Cowboy boots strutted down city streets and graced red carpets, as much at home in New York or Los Angeles as on a Texas ranch. The cultural significance of cowboy boots varies by region. In Texas, they're deeply embedded in local identity, representing a connection to the land, history, and rugged individualism. In urban centers, they're often seen as bold fashion choices, blending Western heritage with a contemporary style. This cultural resonance gives cowboy boots a unique position in the fashion world. They're not just following trends, they're creating them. Proper fitting is crucial for both mass-produced and custom boots. Unlike many types of footwear, cowboy boots require a specific fit to perform correctly. Many specialty retailers offer expert fitting services, helping customers find the right size and shape for their feet. The Goodyear welted construction used in high-quality cowboy boots adds another layer of complexity to the fitting process, creating a boot that can be resold multiple times and potentially last for decades. As cowboy boots continue to evolve, makers face the challenge of balancing tradition with innovation. New materials and manufacturing techniques offer opportunities for improved comfort and durability, while emerging fashion trends inspire fresh designs. The future of cowboy boots lies in preserving their iconic essence while embracing modern aesthetics and technology. Whether destined for the ranch or the runway, each cowboy boot represents a unique blend of functionality and artistry, carrying with it a piece of living history and a connection to generations of skilled craftspeople. The journey from rawhide to polished cowboy boot showcases human craftsmanship and ingenuity. Each pair represents hours of skilled labor, blending traditional techniques with modern innovations. These boots are more than footwear. They're wearable art, connecting us to our cultural heritage. As technology advances, how will traditional bootmaking adapt while preserving its core values? When you see cowboy boots, imagine the dedication infused in every step of their creation. From leather selection to final polish, each stage reflects artistry and tradition. Similarly, our next video explores how Lululemon combines technology with craftsmanship to produce innovative clothing. Both processes blend tradition and innovation to create products that resonate with consumers.